buried in debt, the crushing reality. It's a situation many find themselves in, feeling the weight of financial burdens pressing down. Meet Sarah, a single mum working tirelessly as a dedicated teacher, striving to provide the best for her child. She loved her job and the impact she had on her students, but the numbers just weren't adding up. Each month, the gap between her income and expenses grew wider. Credit card debt from necessary expenses, groceries, gas, and unexpected car repairs had spiraled out of control. Every swipe of the card felt like a step deeper into a financial abyss. She felt trapped, living paycheck to paycheck with no end in sight. The constant worry about money was taking a toll on her mental and emotional well-being. The weight of her debt felt suffocating, like a heavy cloud that never lifted. It was a constant presence in her life, affecting her every decision. She knew something had to change, but she didn't know where to start. The path to financial freedom seemed unclear and daunting. One evening, Sarah stumbled upon a podcast about frugal living. It was a chance discovery that would change her perspective. The host spoke passionately about taking control of your finances and finding financial freedom. The advice was practical and actionable. This sparked a glimmer of hope within her. For the first time in a long while, she felt a sense of possibility. Could this be the answer to her problems? She pondered over the strategies and tips shared in the podcast. Could she really dig herself out of this hole? The idea of regaining control over her finances seemed both exciting and terrifying. She decided to give it a try. With a newfound determination, she began to implement the advice she had heard. She had nothing to lose and everything to gain. Sarah's journey towards financial freedom had just begun, and she was ready to face the challenges ahead with hope and resilience. Discovering frugal living, a light at the end of the tunnel. Sarah's journey began with a simple realization that her financial habits needed a change. Frugal living wasn't about deprivation, as Sarah initially thought. It was a shift in mindset, a new way of looking at her finances. It was about being intentional with her money, making every dollar count and understanding where her money was going. It was about spending less than she earned and making conscious choices about her spending habits. She started to see the value in planning and prioritizing her expenses. The more she learned about frugal living, the more empowered she felt. She attended workshops, read books, and watched seminars to educate herself. This wasn't about being cheap, it was about taking control of her finances and her life. She began to pay off her debts and celebrated each milestone. This newfound knowledge felt like a breath of fresh air. She felt a sense of relief and peace that she hadn't experienced before. Sarah realized that frugal living wasn't a punishment but a pathway to freedom. It allowed her to enjoy life more fully and with less stress. She could still enjoy life, but she needed to be smarter about her choices. By being frugal, she found joy in simple pleasures and meaningful experiences. Taking control, practical steps to slash expenses. Sarah started by creating a detailed budget. She tracked every dollar coming in and going out. This was an eye-opening experience. She discovered areas where she could easily cut back. She started packing lunches instead of eating out, brewing coffee at home and finding free entertainment options. She also negotiated lower rates for her car insurance and cell phone bill. Every dollar saved was a victory, a step closer to financial freedom. She even started selling unused items around her house, adding to her growing savings. Section 4. Expert Advice. Backing up the frugal philosophy. In this section, we delve into the wisdom shared by financial experts and how their advice can transform our approach to money management. Financial expert Dave Ramsey famously said, "You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you." This statement underscores the importance of financial discipline and the impact it has on our overall well-being. This quote resonated deeply with Sarah, a young professional struggling with debt. She found herself constantly stressed and unable to enjoy her life due to financial constraints. She realized that her debt wasn't just a financial burden. It was holding her back from living her life to the fullest. The weight of unpaid bills and mounting interest was a constant source of anxiety. She also found inspiration in the words of Warren Buffett. Do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. This advice shifted her perspective on budgeting and saving. This simple yet powerful advice helped her prioritize saving and make it a non-negotiable part of her budget. By adopting this mindset, Sarah began to see a significant improvement in her financial situation, allowing her to plan for a more secure and fulfilling future. Section 5, From Debt to Dollars, Witnessing the Transformation. Month after month, Sarah diligently followed her budget. She stayed disciplined, even when tempted to stray. The results were remarkable. Her debt started to shrink and her savings started to grow. She felt a sense of pride and accomplishment she hadn't felt in years. She was no longer just surviving, she was thriving. She was able to build an emergency fund, something she never thought possible before. This newfound financial security gave her peace of mind and a sense of liberation. Section 6. Your journey starts today. Embrace financial freedom. Sarah's story is a testament to the power of frugal living. It's not about deprivation, but about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. It's about taking control of your money so it doesn't control you. No matter where you are in your financial journey, know that change is possible. Start by taking small steps, just like Sarah did. Create a budget, track your spending, and find areas where you can cut back. Section 7. Join the movement. Share your story, inspire others. Do you have a story of financial transformation? Share it in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to take control of our finances and achieve our dreams. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories and practical tips on frugal living and financial freedom.